wasting your money.
Yeah. Back when I was doing paper trading in high school, Netflix was $70. $17. Okay? It's at $492 now. I put most of my money
I
into
couldn't
Netflix.
even tell you how much my Apple's, like, hypothetical Apple stock would have been, because they've had 3, 4, maybe even 5 stock splits since then. So it's like I don't even know how many times it has been split.
I've been very
Which Apple and Tesla are doing stock splits, like literally this week.
5 to 1, 2 to 1.
What does that
Apple.
exactly mean?
Okay, so Apple has
You got this? It's all cosmetic. Disclaimer, it's cosmetic.
It's cosmetic. It has nothing to do with the actual stock. But
it does not change valuation or price. Well, it changes price, but not valuation.
It might be that people will buy more into it, so you could bank on the stock becoming more valuable. If you own one stock, we'll just work with round numbers. It's at $500 now, more or less, for Apple.
Can I take over?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so because Tesla just recently broke to 2,000, it's more than 2,000. I was actually just checking before this started. I think it was at like 2,083, but for argument's sake, we'll just say 2,000.
Wow.
And Tesla's and their stock split, they're doing 5 to 1.
Okay.
So going off of the number,
employees with it.
So going off of it's 2,000 a stock, and they're doing 5 to 1. So we'll divide 2,000 by 5.
Okay.
So that'll be $400. So the Tesla stock will now be $400 instead of 2,000. But everyone who owns stocks, say you owned 5, you're going to multiply that by 5. So now you'll own 25. So it's the same. It's the same dollar amount.
Okay.
But the price of it is cheaper. You just have more shares. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. So, say, for instance, like larger companies like, I don't know, I guess like Amazon. I don't know if they're larger. Or like those Warren Buffett
Amazon
stocks.
is...
How many
It's
how often
like the
does that
second
happen?
largest.
Not very
company.
often.
Not very often.
Very rare.
First time Tesla has ever done it. Apple has done it 4, maybe 5 times.
Yeah, I think
in their history, and they've been a company since '74.
Yeah, because
they're one of the companies that has done it the most, because they've they're either the most or the second most valuable company in the world, besides the Saudi Arabia oil company or Aramco or whatever.
Yeah, I was always wondering that, because I always thought Apple was like at the forefront of technology, and then I look at their stock and I see other stocks that are so much higher value than theirs. It is confusing
it's a per share
to the layperson, you know?
Exactly.
You know?
Oh, well,
so
like, what's going on here?
So that's something with a
compare
stock split, is it changes that whole cosmetic thing for people that are just like, oh, I'm just getting into the stock market. I'm not going to spend, say you have $2,000 and you want to get into the stock market. Like, do I want to buy 1 share of Tesla, or do I want to buy 10 shares of something else? It's like, oh, do you want to own 10 parts or 1 part?
Yeah.
Where it's just like that 10, like, even though it doesn't necessarily mean more if you're either way investing $2,000.
It sounds better,
But it
though.
sounds better.
So there's a good
So that's why
chance.
it's just like, okay, I can buy a Tesla stock for $400. Like, that sounds a hell of a lot more inviting than, oh, it costs $2,000.
And that's why there's a good chance it might be going up. Same with
Because
same with,
it's
Apple.
it's a cosmetic thing that just like on the surface it makes people feel
well, it's
like
more affordable. You can buy a
It's
whole
so
stock for
weird.
less.
yeah, it's exactly.
It's still a whole stock. It's still one stock.
Yeah, but at the
It
end of the
will
day, it's cosmetic. No matter how much, it's the amount that you have invested, not the
there's
number
still-
assigned to the how many shares you have.
there's still the same
Especially because
cap.
you can do proportional.
Yeah.
You can buy
Or whatever.
piece shares,
Yeah,
proportional
exactly.
shares.
Excuse me for asking stupid questions. Now,
There-
when
no
you
stupid
invest in a
questions.
stock, where does the money go?
To the company.
Like the company has it in an account somewhere?
No. It's a huge Ponzi scheme, pretty much.
Well, no, no,
like
no.
basically, but not so malevolent.
It does and doesn't go to the company. So stocks, when a company goes public, which is when there are stocks to be traded and whatnot, the company itself, so Tesla as a company still owns like a certain portion of their stocks, which is like a huge like financial like gray area, is when companies do buybacks, which is when they buy their stock back so that company actually owns it.
Yeah.
So when disregard buybacks and whatnot, when stocks and whatnot are getting traded, like say you went and bought a stock, like you're just buying it from him. Like,
Okay.
say he's like,
Yeah.
oh, I have a stock for, for $500. I'm looking to sell. And you're just like, ooh, I want to buy a stock for $500. Like,
Yeah.
you're just buying it from him.
So sometimes when you sell a stock, the transaction isn't yet made, but then it's made once I complete it by wanting it. But it happens so frequently, I think, right? That it's just sort
There's
of like
just
Yeah. So like when a
these
company
big companies, millions and millions of stocks are getting bought and sold every single day. So it's like almost as soon as you place a demand to buy or to sell, like there's already there's a line waiting.
And if we're wrong about any of this, we're not like super pros.
Yeah, we're not financial
We're piecing it
experts.
together,
I'm
ladies and
just-
gentlemen. We're piecing it together.
Yeah, we are not financial experts.
Don't take huge.
But if you were
yeah.
not investing in the stock market,
Yeah.
you are losing
You-
money.
you are. That's for damn sure. Though.
in the
I
long
do-
term.
I do agree
in
with
the
that.
long term
Because
disclaimer.
just because of inflation alone, 3%
And
a
because-
year you're
Yeah.
losing.
People are just like, oh, well, can I put my money in a savings account? It's like, yes, you can. And if you do get a high
Yeah.
yield savings account, which you should also have,
Yeah.
you are still losing
Well-
money at the end of the day because
Yeah.
inflation historically is about 2% a year.
Yeah, 2 or 3, and then you have the market that grows at like 20,
An
30% a
well,
year.
The S&P 500, which grows at about 6 to 7% a year,
Yeah.
averaged over 120 years.
Right.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
like
That's a lot
that's
of
a
money.
good track record. Over
Yeah.
120 years to average 6 or 7%.
Yeah. If you
Compared to
have-
a savings account, I bet you most people in here are getting like 0.01% interest on their savings.
if they're lucky.
And
it's
if you
like
have a high yield savings
well-
account, you're getting 1%.
Yeah, that's just it too. They'll hit you with an APY, and you think, oh, that's what I get monthly. It's not.
No.
APY is 1%.
Split up over
2% over 12
12
months. Yeah, so you have to understand that on a monthly basis, depending on where your finances are allocated, you could be gaining. You should, I think, in my opinion, a proactive portfolio. And I'm not like super good at it, but at my level, my goal is to gain at least 1% a day. And that's a pretty good.
That's aggressive.
That's a pretty good portfolio.
That is aggressive.
I've been able to do it.
Really?
Most of my. Well, here's the thing. I'm all in tech.
Mhm.
And if you think
those
about
are
it
the fastest
logically,
growing.
Tech doubles every year. Whoa! What's in the box? What's in the box? Give me one.
We've got beer, we've got food. I got the scent of sandwiches in my nostrils.
Yo, I can share my.
Want to grab me
sandwich.
one?
Here,
Do y'all want?
Thank
oh
you.
yeah.
Sam came in with
We're not eating on the air.
with gifts.
We're just drinking.
Yeah, we're just drinking.
Comparing
That's
gifts.
Nice.
I thought this was going to be
Wait.
like put it in a blender,
Bear
mix
me.
it all up, and
Oh, dude. Hold up.
From
I'm
here.
I'm not gonna throw it.
Do it. Throw it.
Yeah,
Come on.
Sam's got it.
Oh, I was like, can I catch it on
Not in a
air?
good
That would have
spot
been
to
dope.
throw it. I'm
this
like
is the
caged
perfect
in
time
in
for
this
her to
little-
walk in and just be
little
like,
chair.
"Oh, geez, they're talking about stocks."
Yeah, we were talking about stocks.
You were talking. I knew that was gonna.
Stocks are fun though. It's exciting.
It is exciting.
It's exciting. I love it. It's something that I've really been getting into this year, only because there was a crash. If you put money into it, I mean, that's where all my
Oh,
stimulus
that's-
money went. I mean, I had no other option.
No regrets, right?
No regrets. No regrets, dude, at all.
No regrets.
No
yeah, I've been in
regrets.
it. Obviously, we both learned about it in high school, but I've been in the stock market for 3 years now, but I've definitely ramped it up a lot over the last year.
Yeah, me
Ex-
too. Me too.
Especially like, a month before the crash.
Yeah,
So what was that, February?
right.
Is when I really started ramping it up. So obviously hindsight's 2020.
Yeah.
I got into it heavily or
There's so
more
many-
hardcore a month too early.
There's so many attractive features about investing, and for those of you who don't know, like some stocks have dividends, and that's money you collect for
for
nothing.
free. It's
for free.
literally free money.
So like if you have a stock and you have one stock of $100 and it's a 1% dividend, you get $10 for the 3 months for that quarter. You know what I mean?
yeah, and that dividends are
just-
quarterly.
Yeah, exactly. So that's just here.
That's 4 times a year.
So
For
my
free money.
example is, would you like every now
Free
and then
money?
for somebody to just hand you a stack of cash, even if it's like $6-7
Like,
bucks?
just thank you for owning a small piece of
Yeah.
this company. We're going to give you free money for it.
Exactly.